Now moving on to a little bit of a funnier one right now. Now this is going to be a funny example, don't get me wrong, but this is actually an extremely practical thing that you should know how to do within Premiere Pro. And it's actually the way that you guys obviously see that lower third that comes up introducing my name. And that right there is a solo file that I just drag in every time, and it obviously has a transparent background, and it just shows that graphic down there. So quickly, I'm going to show you guys how to actually render with a transparent background, and what a better way to, what a better example to use than this right here, where we actually showed you how to track those frames, and this has actually created a mask solely around my head, which is honestly a really funny mask. This is hilarious, to be honest. It's just my face kind of waddling around the screen. And basically, I'm going to show you how we can actually export this so that it's not part of this black background, and all of this is transparent here, so we could actually import this potentially into a shot like this, and actually just have a few of my heads floating around, but the background would be transparent. So if we go up here to file, export media, or if we click over here and just press Control M for our project settings and our render settings and export settings to actually pop up, we can actually go ahead up to here to format. And format is where I want to direct your attention to, because we want to switch that H.264/MP4 to QuickTime. And the reason I say that is because QuickTime is going to give us some very cool codec options down here, which we do not have available to us in H.264, aka MP4. So I want you to select QuickTime and go here to Video Codec. Now when you go to Video Codec, you could click that drop down, and we actually want to look for animation. Now it's going to be at the top. For me, it should be at the top for you as well. And let's just go ahead and switch that to animation. And once we've changed that to animation, we have the ability to come down here and change the depth from 8-BPC to 8-BPC plus alpha, and that is including the alpha channel in the background. So this won't just register as a black image, it will register as a transparent background. And then we can simply go over to here to change this to 1920 by 1080, because the default animation is those weird dimensions that they put right there. But if we change that back to 1920 by 1080, and we actually just go ahead and give this a play and a render here, we could render this as transparent. Okay, so we render that as transparent, and we just go ahead and click export. And if we click export, okay, this is actually going to put this as a transparent PNG type of thing right here, QuickTime movie. And if we go ahead and just go back here to this particular shot right here and just drag this transparent shot in, it will actually appear as a transparent face, as you can see right there. And we could actually go ahead and just pop that up here, even just duplicate that just for comedy's sake right now for you guys. These are just 3 of my faces, which are now transparent and they are on the screen with me while it's zooming into my face. And that is how you would actually go about rendering a transparent background within Premiere Pro. This is obviously the original, and then it's rendered as a funny example like this, where we could have a few of my heads even around me. And that's just a general example. Remember, this is the process that I use to actually create my lower third. So I'll show that on screen right now. There's endless ways you could actually go about using this very, very cool method. And overall, I think it is a lot of fun, and that is the process behind rendering a transparent background, aka a animation or a alpha channel.